Quiet on the set. Hi, my name is Glenn Lovelady, owner of Lovelady Diamonds since 1980. I'm a diamond cutter. I wrote a book on the subject. I've been buying and selling diamonds for 38 years. I wanted to talk to you about the three basically groups that we're dealing with in diamond identification. And the first would be natural diamond itself. With natural diamond, what you're going to be looking for is the original skin of the rough diamond that occurs on many, I would probably guess 70% of the diamonds in some way, shape, or form, generally around the girdles or the edge of the diamond. You'll see tiny triangular growth in the naturals, and this is something that is unmistakable in natural rough diamond, which translates to the little pieces being left onto the polished diamond. Then you're going to be looking for the natural inclusions in diamond, which typically in this particular photo here, this is a feather, which is a very common type of inclusion, internal fracture, which resembles the shape of a bird's feather. The last one here you can see is the very, very sharp facet edge that is very specific to diamond, just because of the fact that diamond is the hardest substance on earth, so therefore you're only going to get that sharpness, that definition on the facet edges of diamond. One of the biggest convincing imitations or simulants today would be the moissanite. Synthetic moissanite discovered by Dr. Henry Moissan. The main factor with these is that they are doubly refractive. So by looking at the main kite-shaped facet through that to the culet, which is the bottom point, you'll be able to see a doubling of the culet. This is going to be quite apparent on larger stones. On the smaller stones, you're going to have to be a little bit more careful about identifying that. Next thing would be the sharper facet edge, but still slightly rounded versus cubic zirconia, which we'll get to in a minute. You're still going to be a slight rounding. The microtubes, which really don't occur too much in the modern moissanites anymore, you'll see those more in the older moissanites. Microtubes were a quite obvious characteristic of moissanite. And then last, you would be looking at the weight, which is generally about 91% of the weight of diamond. So if a diamond, or what you think is a diamond, is 6.4 millimeters and it weighs 91 points, then chances are it is a good indicating factor of moissanite. Cubic zirconia, the most popular and most common diamond simulant on the bottom row there. You'll see that. Typically you'll see the one on the far left as being quite abraded, chipped, nicked, because it is a very soft substance. And so when worn in a ring, you'll see damage fairly quickly. And then of course the middle picture, bottom row, you'll see the very rounded facet edges due to the softness of the stone. The conchoidal fracture is how glass and cubic zirconia fractures. It's a shell-like fracture, whereas diamond is an uneven fracture. So these are all good points in identifying diamond or its simulant counterparts. Synthetic diamond is a whole different story. Do not confuse synthetic diamond with diamond simulant. These are two different things. We're going to talk about that in a different segment. So if you can stay tuned, and we're going to have a lot of fun talking about diamonds and learning about diamonds properly, unlike some of the myths and some of the misinformation out there that seems to be circulating. I'll see you next time. Thanks.